Ethan. Is that really you on floor 12? I can't believe I just saw you.
Hi, Madison. Yeah, that was me.
Ethan, what a surprise. I had no idea you worked for my father's company. How long have you been here?
About 3 years now.
3 years? Why didn't anyone tell me? I could have shown you around when you started.
Madison, hey, I'm sorry about the brief hello earlier. I had an urgent report for my supervisor.
You are always a serious student, aren't you? Remember how you always sat in the front row in Mr. Peterson's class?
That was just a good strategy. His handwriting was terrible.
You were literally the only one who could read it. Everyone else just copied your notes.
Yeah, I remember.
No worries. It's been forever though. Like 10 years since high school graduation. Can you believe it's been that long?
Yeah, I guess it has been.
The company must be treating you well. I saw you walking with Mr. Tanaka from finance. That's pretty impressive for someone who just started.
We were discussing Q3 projections.
You know, Daddy never tells me anything about the company. I just found out we had a new marketing director last week.
You've been away, right?
Oh my god, yes. You never come to reunions. But I'm glad we ran into each other. I just got back from London, actually. The shopping there is amazing!
Oh yeah? What were you doing there?
Language studies and stuff. Mostly shopping, though. Have you been?
Once for a conference.
Only a conference? You should have stayed longer. The nightlife is incredible, though the weather is awful. Did you at least see Big Ben?
Just from the cab.
Typical Ethan. All work and no play. You haven't changed at all. How long were you there?
3 days.
That's nothing. You should have told me. I could have shown you around.
You were there then?
Yeah, I spent about 3 years there. Before that, I was in America for like 2 years. New York is way better than London, though. At least they speak normal English.
Both cities have their merits.
Daddy kept saying I should at least learn English, so I went with it. But honestly, the whole studying thing was so boring. Did you know they make you take tests? Like, actual tests?
That's usually how education works.
Not when you have connections. I just had to make a few calls and suddenly, the requirements became more flexible.
With that much time abroad, you must be pretty fluent now.
As if. I had translators for everything. We hired people to translate and handle daily stuff for me. Way easier that way.
That seems counterproductive.
I'm Japanese American. English isn't really necessary. People should accommodate me. Besides, everyone important speaks Japanese anyway. Or they can learn it if they want to do business with us.
Learning other languages can be really rewarding, though. Even with translators, some things just don't come across the same.
I don't really care about details like that. That's what employees are for. Speaking of employees, I saw that cute secretary bringing you coffee earlier. Is she new?
That's Ms. Yamamoto. She's our department head.
Oh. Well, she shouldn't be doing coffee runs then. I'll tell HR to assign someone more appropriate.
She wasn't bringing me coffee. We were reviewing the Anderson account.
The coffee cups, though?
We both got our own coffee from the break room.
Well, you should have someone getting it for you. You seem pretty important here.
I prefer getting my own coffee.
You're always so independent. But hey, that reminds me. So, do you have a girlfriend?
No, I don't.
Really? That's surprising. A successful guy like you should have women lining up. But you dated that girl from Riverside High back then. What happened to her? Saki, Suki...
Suki, we broke up a while ago. A lot can happen in 10 years.
But you were together in college too, right? Did she cheat? She had a pretty face, but seemed kinda sketchy, TBH. I mean, she was always hanging around the tennis club guys.
Wait, how do you know about my ex?
Had a friend who went to her school. That's how I saw her. She said Suki was always bragging about dating you.
I see.
I heard she works at a convenience store now. Can you believe it?
I don't keep track of her.
So you're single. But you must get a lot of attention. You definitely dated after your ex, right?
Yeah, I did.
OMG, was it someone from the company? Which department? Not the coffee girl. I mean, department head. Sorry.
Not from work. Look, can we drop the relationship talk? My dating history isn't that interesting.
Of course it is. I want to know everything about what you've been up to. Did you know I almost got married last year?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, to this Italian count. But then Daddy found out his family wasn't as wealthy as they claimed. Plus, his castle needed major renovations. Total deal breaker.
Sounds rough.
I know, right? But everything happens for a reason. Maybe it's fate that we ran into each other today.
Madison.
Sorry, I just got excited seeing a familiar face. The company can be so boring sometimes. Everyone's always talking about reports and meetings.
Yeah, that's what companies do.
But now I'll have someone fun to talk to. We have so much catching up to do. I'm just excited we reconnected. Hey, let's get dinner. When are you free? Tonight?
I got a client dinner tonight.
Already checking your calendar. So efficient. What about tomorrow then? I know this amazing new place in Ginza.
Going to my mentor's place tomorrow.
Then definitely the day after. They have the best Wagyu.
I have plans with my coach.
Coach? Like a sports coach? You're into sports now?
The person who taught me everything about sales.
Oh, like a work thing. That's so dedicated of you. But surely you can reschedule. This is more important.
No, it's not.
When are you free then? I'm trying to be nice here. Most guys would kill for a dinner invitation from me, you know?
Maybe the week after next? Nothing scheduled yet.
That's so far away. But fine, if you're gonna be difficult, then block it off for me. And you're having lunch with me tomorrow. No excuses. I need someone to try this new cafe with.
What? I can't do lunch last minute. I was planning to eat quickly at my desk.
Nope. CEO's daughter's orders. You can drop my name if anyone complains. I do it all the time. Works like magic.
That's not really appropriate.
It's fine. I'm giving permission. If anyone gives you trouble, I'll tell Daddy to fire them. I've done it before. This one guy in accounting was super rude to me. He doesn't work here anymore.
That's really not okay.
Whatever. Just keep tomorrow at noon free. I'll come to your department to get you. We can make it a regular thing. Lunch buddies. It'll be just like high school when we had the same lunch period. Remember how I used to share my fancy bento with you?
You never shared your lunch with me.
Really? I'm sure I did. Maybe it was someone else. But now, we can make new memories. This is going to be so much fun.
Please don't come to my department.
Why not? The view from floor 12 is amazing. Plus, I heard you have a corner desk. That's pretty impressive.
That's not relevant.
OMG, do you have someone you like there? Or are you embarrassed to be seen with me? Is it that Yamamoto woman? She's way too old for you.
Not at all. It's just professional courtesy. Let's meet outside.
professional courtesy. But I own the place. Well, Daddy does. Actually, tell me more about Miss Yamamoto. How often do you have meetings with her?
She's my direct supervisor. We meet as needed.
As needed? That's super vague. I noticed she's not wearing a ring.
Her personal life isn't relevant to work.
Everything's relevant. I'm just looking out for you. Did you know there's a rumor she dated someone from marketing?
I don't participate in office gossip.
You're so serious. You should live a little. But that's one of your cute points. Makes me feel special when you're nice to me. Speaking of special, I remember you won that business competition in high school.
The entrepreneurship fair?
Oh, yes! Your presentation was amazing. I voted for you like 50 times.
It wasn't a voting system. There were judges.
Oh, well, I would have voted for you. You've always been so smart about business stuff. Is that why Daddy hired you?
I went through the normal application process.
But surely someone put in a good word for you.
No, I earned my position.
So modest. But you must have connections. Everyone does. Oh, was it Mr. Tanaka? I saw you talking to him yesterday, too.
Madison, I need you to stop contacting me for a while.
What? Why? What's going on? Did someone say something about me? Was it that HR lady? She's always giving me weird looks.
I need to focus on work lately.
But we barely talk during work hours. Except lunch and coffee breaks. And that time I waited by your car. Wait, is it because you can't stop thinking about me? I get it. I'm pretty distracting.
In a way, yes. I really need to concentrate on my job.
OMG, I knew it. You're totally falling for me. I mean, it makes sense. We have so much history. Remember when you helped me with math homework?
I never helped you with math.
Really? But I remember you always had the best grades. Maybe I just wished you'd help me.
Please stop adding meanings that aren't there.
But work doesn't matter. I can support you forever. Daddy gives me a huge allowance. We could travel the world. I have this amazing villa in Monaco we could visit.
No thanks. I don't need anyone supporting me.
Playing hard to get is cute, but you don't have to try so hard. Playing hard to get is cute, but you don't have to try so hard. I already like you. We could be such a power couple. The CEO's daughter and the rising star.
That's not happening.
Why are you being so difficult? Is this about your ex? I heard she really hurt you.
Where did you hear that?
Oh, you know. People talk. That's why you're so guarded, isn't it? But I would never hurt you like she did.
You don't know anything about my past relationships.
I know more than you think. Like how you dated that girl from marketing last year.
How do you know that?
I have my sources. She wasn't good enough for you anyway. Way too plain. And her fashion sense? Tragic.
This isn't appropriate.
I'm just watching out for you. Oh, we should go shopping together. You need better suits. I know all the best tailors in Tokyo.
My suits are fine.
They're off the rack. You deserve better. Let me buy you some nice ones. Think of it as a reunion gift.
Please don't.
Too late. I already called my favorite boutique. They're expecting us Saturday morning. I told them money is no object.
Cancel it. I won't be there.
Ethan, wait. Are you really not coming to the beach house with me tomorrow? Answer me. I already told the staff to prepare everything. The chef is making your favorite.
You don't know my favorites?
Sure I do. Everyone loves lobster, but the view is amazing. Perfect for a romantic weekend.
I never agreed to any weekend!
But I already packed. I even bought new swimsuits. Multiple of them. Where are you? If you don't answer, I swear I'll go to your department and throw out all your stuff. I mean it. Don't test me. The last guy who ignored me got transferred to our Hokkaido office.
Madison, please stop.
Finally, where are you? I've been waiting by your car for hours.
At someone's house.
Whose house? I've been waiting outside the office. Why aren't you keeping your promises? Is it a woman? Are you on a date? Tell me where you are right now.
We never made any promises.
Yes, we did. I told you I had something important to discuss. I bought a new dress and everything. The restaurant had a 2-month waiting list, but they made an exception for me.
Pretty sure I said I couldn't.
You're being so cruel. After everything I've done for you? I told all my friends about us. I even told Daddy I found someone special.
There is no us.
Stop saying that. Why are you acting like this? You've been horrible these past 2 months. Disappearing before lunch, ignoring my calls and texts. Do you know how much that hurts? Face me properly. I had to eat lunch alone yesterday. Do you know how embarrassing that was?
I've always been clear about my feelings.
No, you haven't. You're sending mixed signals. Sometimes you're nice to me. Like when you held the elevator for me last week.
That's basic courtesy. I do that for everyone.
See? You're always thinking about me. Then why? Why avoid me when we both like each other? We're perfect for each other. Everyone says so.
Both like each other? What are you talking about?
We're in love. Why play these stupid games and make me anxious? What's your problem? Is it because of Daddy? Are you worried about dating the boss's daughter? I already asked him.
I'm sorry, but I don't have feelings for you. I don't know why you thought we were mutual, but I've never seen you as more than a former classmate.
Oh, that's not true. We had dinner together so many times. We texted every day until 2 months ago. Remember that sushi place? You said that you liked their unagi.
You forced those dinners on me the first time I went because we were old classmates, but after that you'd ambush me when I said no. And I only responded to your texts. I never initiated.
That's not true. You texted me first that time about the company picnic.
That was a mass text to the whole department.
But you knew I'd see it. You could have deleted me from that list.
It was a work communication.
What about when you helped me with my computer?
That was IT support. I just called them for you.
But you stayed until they fixed it.
Because you wouldn't let me leave.
I was scared of the IT guy. He looked suspicious. You were protecting me.
He's worked here for 15 years.
Whatever. The point is, you cared. We're almost 30, you know? TikTok.
Yeah? What's that got to do with anything?
Don't you get it? We're both single and at marriage age. Of course, I'd think something was happening when we met so often. All my friends are getting married. Even my younger cousin is engaged. Did you know she's marrying a doctor?
That's nice for her.
No, it's not. She's supposed to get married after me. She's supposed to get married after me. I'm the older cousin. I'm supposed to go first. Your behavior was misleading. You let me talk about my problems. You remembered my coffee order.
That was never my intention.
Then what was your intention? Were you just playing with my feelings? Using me for my connections?
I never used you for anything.
Then take responsibility and date me. We can start fresh. I'll forgive all the mixed signals. I'll even forgive you for ignoring my texts.
How does that make any sense? I have zero intention of dating you.
But why? Is it my job? I can get a real one. Daddy can make me a director or something.
That's not the issue.
Then what is the issue? I'm pretty. I'm rich. I come from a good family. What more do you want?
I want nothing from you.
You're refusing. Do you know who my father is? Do you know what he could do to your career?
Yes, I do.
Then you know he could destroy you. One word from me and you're done. Is that what you want?
Are you threatening me?
I'm giving you a choice. A very simple choice. Date me or lose everything. Which will it be?
I choose neither.
You can't do that. Those aren't the options. Fine. I'll have Daddy fire you then. Good luck finding another corporate job after getting fired. I'll make sure everyone knows what you did.
You might want to worry about yourself. The chairman's pretty angry.
What? Huh? What chairman?
Our company's chairman.
You mean my grandfather? What does he have to do with anything?
Yeah, he is very angry.
Why would Grandpa be angry? And how would you know him? Stop trying to scare me.
Actually, I do know him.
Stop lying. Why would you know my grandfather? He doesn't even come to the office anymore. You're just trying to avoid dating me. Making up stories about knowing Grandpa. You're the worst. I can't believe I wanted to date someone like you. A lying, manipulative nobody.
Well, I couldn't date someone like you either.
What's that supposed to mean? Someone like me? I'm a Pierce. Do you know what that means?
I know exactly what it means.
Then you know what's coming. You'll regret this. I'm telling Daddy everything. You're definitely getting fired. Don't even think about going to the media. Nobody will believe you over us. You should have just dated me. This is all your fault. Ethan, are you there? Please answer me. This is important. Ethan! Fine. I'll wait. Ethan, please come back to Daddy's company. I know you're reading these. The blue check marks don't lie.
What? You had me fired a week ago.
Things have changed. Everything's different now. Grandpa told us everything. You were our top sales performer? Why didn't you tell me? Dad and I got in so much trouble for firing you without cause. Dad might lose his CEO position over this. Please say something.
That's probably for the best. I heard performance has been down since he took over, and he's been neglecting his duties.
How can you say that? Don't you care about what happens to us? We are going to lose everything. Our house, our cars, everything.
No, not really.
How can you be so cold? After all the times I invited you to that house.
You invited yourself to my lunch breaks.
Grandpa's threatening to cut us off. He won't let us work at any of the group companies. He says we need to find our own jobs. Do you know how scary that is?
Well, that makes sense. Your dad hasn't been doing his job properly. I heard your uncle's been handling most of the CEO duties lately. This change is probably good.
Good? How is this good? Uncle Kenji is taking over everything. Even Aunt Martha is getting more power. They've always been jealous of Daddy's position.
They've been doing the actual work.
What's that supposed to mean? Daddy works hard. He goes golfing with clients all the time.
That's not really work.
If you come back, Grandpa might forgive us. He really respects you. Please, Ethan, help us.
That's not happening.
But why? I said I was sorry. What more do you want? Money? Stock options? A promotion?
I don't want anything from you.
Then why were you even working here? So that mentor you mentioned, that was Grandpa? All those dinner meetings, those late night work sessions.
Yeah, met him by chance in college and he's been teaching me since.
Why didn't he ever tell me? I'm his granddaughter. We used to be so close.
Maybe he had his reasons.
You never lied. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. About knowing Grandpa. About being important to the company. About everything.
It's whatever, but I'm not coming back no matter what. Already accepted a position somewhere else.
What? When? Where? You can't leave.
Your Aunt Martha's company.
Why? Aunt Martha's company is way smaller than Dad's. It's just a subsidiary. They don't even have a Tokyo office.
I actually got a raise, plus it's still part of the group with great benefits. It's growing fast, too.
But it's in Osaka. You'll have to move. What about us?
There is no us.
I'm sorry. Please. I'll apologize for getting you fired. I promise I won't do anything like that again. I'll be different. I'll be better.
It's not about promising not to do it again. You can't do it again. The chairman told me everything. You didn't even study in college, just partied. Never worked a day in your life because your family's rich.
That's not true. I did an internship.
At your father's company?
Well, yes. But I showed up every day. Most days. Some days. Well, yeah, I'm the CEO's daughter. Girls just get married and quit working anyway. That's what Mom always said. There's nothing wrong with that.
But you're not married, and you're not the CEO's daughter anymore. What do you have left? How did you think you'd find someone to marry you like this?
Why are you being so cruel? I'm still me. I'm still Madison Pierce. I tried my best. I did everything I was supposed to do.
You focused on the wrong things. Maybe learn some basic social skills and common sense before worrying about dating.
I have social skills. Everyone loves me. Well, they used to, before all this happened. This is all your fault. I'm losing my status as CEO's daughter. How am I supposed to live? This is the only life I know. Take responsibility. You have to help us. Grandpa listens to you.
Nothing about this is my fault.
You could have just dated me. Everything would have been fine. I can't survive like this. Do you know what Mom said to me yesterday? She said I need to learn to do my own laundry. Me, doing laundry.
That's called being an adult.
I'm not meant for that kind of life. Do you know how much these hands are worth? My manicure alone costs more than most people's rent.
That's your dad's responsibility, not mine. You're an adult. Technically, he doesn't even need to take responsibility anymore. If anyone's to blame for spoiling you, it's him. He's the one who approved firing me anyway.
But He only did that because I cried. I told him you broke my heart.
You can't break something that was never yours.
Oh God. Dad might not be CEO anymore. Grandpa always gets his way. The board is meeting tomorrow. Everyone's avoiding us. Even Mom is acting weird. Dad won't take any responsibility. He just keeps drinking and mumbling about stock options. I can't handle this. The housekeepers quit yesterday. They said their payments bounced. We've had them for 20 years.
Welcome to the real world.
The real world is horrible. Please, just marry me. I won't ask you to go back to the company. We can start fresh. I'll learn how to cook. I'll get a job. A real one this time.
You seriously don't listen. It's like you don't even understand basic English. I will never date or marry you.
But why? What's wrong with me? I take care of my appearance. I'm pretty, aren't I? Everyone always says I'm pretty.
Just stop. I will never like you. Your looks aren't the issue. It's everything else. You can't do anything without your parents. You don't care about anyone's feelings. Do you seriously think anyone could be attracted to you?
Lots of men are attracted to me. They used to line up to date me.
They lined up to date your father's money.
That's not true. They liked me. Where are they now? Why isn't anyone answering my calls? Even my best friends are busy. Mom's not coming home tonight. She said she's staying with her sister. Dad's locked himself in his study. The credit cards aren't working. Ethan, please. I'm scared.
You should be.
What do you mean?
Your father's being investigated.
Investigated? By who? For what?
The board, the chairman, external auditors.
But that's just business stuff, right? They always investigate things.
Not like this.
What do you know? Tell me. I deserve to know.
No, you don't.
Fine. I'll ask Grandpa myself.
He won't take your calls.
How do you know?
Because he told me.
When? You're still talking to him?
Every day.
That's not fair. I'm his granddaughter.
Blood isn't everything.
His blood. In our family it is. Was. The servants are whispering. They think we can't hear them. They're saying we're finished. That Dad did something bad.
Maybe you should ask him.
He won't talk to me. Nobody will talk to me. Except you. Why are you still answering my texts?
Consider it a courtesy.
A courtesy. After everything?
After everything.
I don't understand you. I never did. Will I ever see you again?
No.
Not even at company events?
You won't be at company events anymore.
That's so final. I really messed up, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Could things have been different? If I hadn't... If I just...
No.
You're probably right. About everything. Goodbye, Ethan.
Goodbye, Madison.